Today I'm with Elizabeth Littleton. Elizabeth lives in Fort Mill, South Carolina, which is right on the border with North Carolina and the city of Charlotte. And so she's connected with a number of folks from Charlotte that are a part of this Forerunner assignment that we've been doing. And I've asked Elizabeth to come on because I wanted to hear her, just her different experiences with this, because I want you to see that everybody that comes into these assignments comes in with a different expectation. They come in with they're different people, and they have different makeups and different ideas, and yet the Lord brings these things together in such a way that it begins to accomplish some things that you never could experience on your own, or trying to put together on your own. So Elizabeth, as you've been a part of this assignment, let me ask you, as you came into it from the beginning, as you agreed to do it, what were some of your expectations for it? What did you expect to see happen? What did you expect to happen with you and through you as being a part of this?
Well, to be honest, I didn't have a lot of expectations. I was just, stepping in, not knowing, kind of unknown, but yet I really was, felt led to understand more about this endeavor, that what Amor had, that platform that she had, so to speak. So I really was interested in that and in Africa. And so I was really drawn into it by that. And then, you asked us, and so I really wanted to hear the Lord to make sure before I went in. And I mean, immediately I felt yes, but then when I pondered it, and I really did feel like I'm really glad I did that, because it gave me that reassurance along the way, along this path and journey. So, but it's exceeded my expectations. I've learned so much more than I really, like I said, I didn't have a lot of expectations at all, other than just, stepping in, finding out about this project that Amor had in her heart to launch and to be a part of it. And with that said, it's been over and above what I thought. Just the synergy of the group, just how it's flowed. It's been really an amazing experience, I have found. Yes, it's stretched me. And it stretched me to really take time to hear God, and just to step in and to be a voice, let myself even be a part, and not, because I know I've tended to hold back and, wait, but I find that I'm speaking out some, which has been good. And in doing that, I'm getting confirmation. And in time, I find even when I haven't had a chance to say something or whatnot, I feel I'm confirmed with what the Lord has shown me. And so it's really, with all of that to say, it's been fabulous experience. And I would really encourage anybody to step in.
Yeah. Now, it sounds like that, naturally speaking, in a group of people, some of whom you know, some of them you don't know, that you wouldn't that you're probably a person who wouldn't necessarily assert yourself into the thing.
Not so much. I mean, I have to really step out of the box to do that, and I needed to do that more. So this has been good for me.
So it's been a safe enough environment, if I could put it that way, for you to feel confident that you could do that without fear of being wrong, or saying something stupid, or what is it for you?
I think that fear and wondering about being wrong somewhat, and I think you have made it a real, that there's not a right or wrong. We're all in this to learn. It's a journey. We're kind of, it's a forerunning launch experience for all of us. None of us really know the outcome per se, other than we want to see some shift and some change with this project going forth. But so that's given me just a piece to be able to step out, and maybe, it's not a right or wrong. It's just hearing the Lord and speaking it. And even in blowing the shofar, it's been I've blown it some in the past, but it's like I'm stretching myself in that.
Right.
And I just sense within me, my spirit is being energized by it. So yes, I'm a lot of positive,
Now,
personal, but yeah, I think globally too.
you've been a believer for a few years. I've known you for,
Yes,
I forget
yeah,
how
no,
many years. So,
plenty.
um,
I didn't hear you.
yeah.
There's something wrong.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay. Yeah. My microphone did something funny at the moment,
Okay.
but you've been in a lot of different things. Have you ever been in a setting or an assignment quite like this?
Never. And I've been like you said, I have done a lot of different things
Hmm.
through my journey, through my walk with the Lord, and yeah, I've been a believer. And never. I mean, because most of the people I don't really know. You know,
Hmm.
I know the Glory Girls, some of them, but I don't know them even that well. You
Uh-huh.
know, it's been sort of new friendships, new relationships, and those that are international, I don't know them, but I feel a connection, and so yeah, it's powerful. There's just it's like I said, synergy. I sense in my spirit just a connection. Yeah.
What has there been anything that happened that has taken place for you that has truly surprised you, taken you by surprise, positively or negatively?
Um, well, I think, yes, there's been a couple of things. There's been a time when there was such a huge confirmation with some things
Hmm.
that I was hearing, and I was like blown away a little, in my spirit, think, wow, So that really, and it's so, I mean, I already knew I was supposed to be a part, but it was just like, there was even more knowing, a
Yeah.
deeper knowing. And that was a surprise. And then I guess a negative kind of surprise of how I've had to there have been some times I've had to press in
Yeah.
to the Lord to just really, and I don't know if that's even negative. I mean, that's always a positive thing. We have to
Uh-huh.
go be deeper and be stretched and to be challenged. I mean, even though I've been a believer for many years, it's given me a place to feel like there's going to be some shift.
Right.
The intercession that I've done, you don't always see change, or you just feel
Right.
like it's maybe by the Spirit or whatnot, but we're beginning to see some things. And I
Right.
guess I was surprised today even about that quick confirmation
Right.
after
Oh,
another
the one regarding the organization, right? Tell the
yes,
okay. Just
with
without telling the
little
specifics, that the organization where it's from, just
mhm,
tell
mhm.
that story briefly.
Well, there were a couple of us that felt led to choose an organization. We're choosing a community in a district in the district of Congo, and then
Hmm.
we're choosing an organization. And so I felt led to choose an organization that I just sensed a bonding with Amar, who is
Uh-huh.
the one that we're doing the project with, and then another woman did as well. And today was our first launch, and we both blew the shofar and did our launching of our blast
Hmm.
and put it on our WhatsApp.
Hmm.
And once I had sent mine, and the other woman had sent hers today. And I mean, it was just within a few moments, Amar comes back on and said that she had gotten a response back from that organization and she was going to get an increase in donation. I was just like, wow, Lord, thank
Yeah, it was
you.
real
I mean,
quick.
it
I
was
mean,
just so like, whew. It just it was like I want to keep going with this. Not that I had felt
yeah,
like I did at any time, but it was just like, wow, we want to see more of that. That's what it's about.
yeah, yeah. Now, one of the things you mentioned too is that being in a call it a group or a group of people or community of people like this. where everyone is endeavoring to listen. They're listening to the Lord for different things, for different districts, different communities, different organizations. Yet, because everyone is in a setting where they're all listening together, then I forget exactly how you said it, but you indicated that the overall responses and things were all very quick. Do they happen soon. It doesn't languish. Like when you're trying to pray for stuff or do things by yourself, sometimes it can seem like you're not sure, whatever, that this is right or what. But in this, the flow has been very, very direct, very specific, and very surprisingly quick. Okay. I don't know about you, but for me, that's an indication that there is a shared belief, I'll call it belief, a faith that God is going to speak. And thus there is I don't even know how to call it. We're operating in an atmosphere of belief, an atmosphere of faith, not an atmosphere of unbelief where it's always question. I'm not sure I heard God. I'm not sure it was this. I'm not sure it was that. But there's a greater confidence. Is that how you would describe it for you?
I think so. And then also, I think that hearing in part, it's when we have such a large group of us, there's almost 30, I think, but you may get one word or you may get a portion and then someone else brings another portion and it's like we get the full picture. I mean, that first week was just, I was in awe of what we all got together. And then through that movie, the strategy of it, it was just, I don't know, just brought it clear. But we all had a portion. It wasn't just like any of us had the whole thing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's what I really saw. And like you said, there's a level of faith, but that in doing those blasts, that we're all together in synergy, and it's confidence that the Lord's hearing it.
Yeah. Now, like you said in the beginning, when the opportunity was available to be a part of this, you just knew that God, you confirmed with the Lord that He wanted you to do it. You weren't sure what expectations you had to have or whatever. Now that this has gone on like this, what would you say to someone who last time they weren't sure? Okay. And in the future, where if another opportunity like this comes along, and there will be, in terms of a second assignment, one targeted somewhere else, I'm not sure yet of all the details. What would you say to them were they to consider that in the future?
Well, I would say consider it. I would say take it to the Lord and pray about it, to really ask Him if this is something you would be willing to do and to submit to, and that He would have you do. And first of all, if He would have you do it, then you're well able to do it.
Right.
He's going to supply everything you need. You already have everything you need, really, but it's just a matter of taking that step to believe Him to provide that what you need, and He's going to give it to you as you step. So and I mean it will broaden yourself spiritually. I know that beyond every your any expectation that you may or may not have. I think He will subside, over and above, give that to you. So I would encourage anybody that is considering it, or to just step in. And like Alan has said along the way, you can take certain times, because sometimes the feed, there's a lot going on, a lot of conversation,
right.
And you don't have to look at everything, like you've said. So just find time. There'll be time. The Lord will give you the ones to listen to and hear. But I would definitely say step in. It will broaden yourself spiritually, and increase your intercession as well.
Yeah.
Faith.
Great. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate
You
it.
bet.
And we'll send this out, and I'm sure there'll be more to share later.
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right. Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.